This is our warm-up and mobiliser. Come and lie onto your back. In your normal supine lying position, raise your hands up towards the ceiling and let the shoulders feel heavy down in towards the floor. Lengthen the head. Inhale here as you raise the fingers up towards the ceiling and exhale to drop them down. Do the same on the other side. Inhale to raise and exhale to drop. Inhale to raise, exhale to drop. Lift your full shoulder blade from the floor, and as you exhale, drop it back down again. Keep your hips level and steady. One more each side. And the last one. Turn the palms to face away from you. Let one hand come up as the other one comes down towards the hips. Circle the arms around and cross them over. You can let them sweep along the floor. Inhale as you cross the arms above the chest, and exhale as you circle them round. We're going to come up to the centre now and change direction. Keep your back still and steady and allow the hips to feel evenly weighted into the floor. Let the feet feel evenly and gently touching the floor. Two more here. Try not to let your body move with this, just the shoulder sockets. Last one here, bring the arms out to the side and with the elbows level with the shoulder, let the hands come up towards the ceiling. We're going to let both hands drop back above the head towards the floor. Inhale here and then exhale to let both hands come back down the other way. Inhale here and exhale to change. Inhale here and exhale to change. You might not be able to quite touch on both positions, but you can make this easier by lowering the elbows a little further down the body. So this will be a slightly easier move here. Try to keep that back still. And just keep looking up towards the ceiling. So I'll bring the hands back to the original position. And one more each way. And we can relax off. I'm going to bring my hands out to the side now just so you can see the hip movement here. We're going to do hip hitches. So keeping that neutral spine position, I'm going to draw my right hip up towards my shoulder. I'm going to return it and do the same to the other side. So I'm going to exhale to draw the hip up and inhale to return it. The feet and knees stay the same distance apart. And I'm just hitching through the hips to warm up through that lower back. Mobilize through the lower part of the spine. And we'll do one more here on the left. And bringing the feet and the knees together, we'll come into our side rolls. We're going to look away from the direction of the knees here because I want this to be a mobilizing move. So it's increasing the space through the vertebrae and aligning the spine to prepare for the set of moves we're about to do. You can let this move feel like a bit of a stretch. but try not to let your back arch too much. One last one each way. Come back to the center and hug one knee in towards the chest. Big hug and release. And the other one, big hug and release. As you hug in, keep your head on the floor. You'll feel a slight stretch in the back of the thigh, and we're just mobilizing through the hips. Don't mind the cracks. Last one here. And now we're going to hug both knees in. So with one knee held in place, hold the tummy muscles in tight, bring the second knee up and hug in. Now I'm going to let the head hug in towards the knees and relax. And we'll do two more. Let one leg come down. I'm going to circle the other leg around, holding onto the knee to increase the range of movement. If that feels too tough for you, you can use a band or a scarf to help increase that range of movement. Don't worry if your hips slide to the side here, it's okay. We just want to mobilize through that hip socket. So one more here. And we can change. You can use the band or a scarf or just your hand to help circle that knee around. And you're opening through the hip socket here. And two more. And that concludes our warm-up. Here's the knee fold series. Find the pelvis in neutral. Little gap under the lumbar spine, chin tucked in, shoulders dropped. Inhale to prepare, exhale to raise one leg into a single knee fold. Inhale to lower, and exhale to raise. Try to keep that pelvis still and stable all the time. And feel the leg floating from the floor as if a weight on a scale is just being drawn down to zero as the foot lifts up. Exhale to raise and inhale to lower. The knee coming directly above the hip and a 90-degree bend in the knee all the time. I've got a light touch underneath the feet here, never pressing down with one foot or the other. The torso remains still and the shoulders are relaxed down in towards the floor. Check your jawline here to make sure you haven't tensed. I'm going to make this a little tougher now. We're going to come into our double knee fold. We inhale to prepare, exhale to raise that right leg. Hold it here, belly staying firm. Inhale here, exhale to raise the left leg. Inhale here, exhale to lower that left leg. Inhale here, exhale to lower that right leg. And we're going to lead on the left leg here. Inhale to prepare, exhale to raise the left leg. Inhale here, exhale to raise that right leg. Inhale in between each move. And we lead with the right leg this time, trying to keep the shoulders relaxed, trying to keep the jaw relaxed, making sure this move is slow and controlled, and the belly stays in place all the way through. The real challenge point is when the second leg lifts from the floor. That's when we need the most engagement here. Keep checking in with your jaw and your neck. Are they remaining relaxed? We want to pull the belly muscles in tight, as if we're drawing a bit of string from hip to hip. And feel the belly muscles securing in behind the belly button here. So lock them in place to hold that pelvis steady. The next time we raise up, we're going to come into toe taps. So from our double knee fold, or tabletop position it's sometimes called, we're going to keep the 90-degree bend in the knees, lower one leg down, just tapping to the floor, and back up. Again, it's a slow move, lots of control, relaxed shoulders. The legs stay hip width apart. If this feels like too big a challenge, you could press your lower back to the floor to come into imprint, or you could rest off at any time. But make sure you don't hurry that return. Keep each part of this move slow and controlled. Maintain that 90-degree bend through the knees, so you can feel the hip opening up as the foot comes down to the floor. Opening that hip joint and closing again. One more from here. And now we're going to come into a single leg extension. Keep the toes level as you stretch one leg away. Inhale to return, and exhale to stretch the other leg away. Take your time and think of the precision with these moves, as if you're extending your foot underneath the table, those toes remaining the same level all the way through, locking that leg out at the end of the lengthening. You're looking for about a 60-degree angle with that leg. One more each side. And then one at a time, lower the legs back down to the floor and relax. Dart series now. This is where we allow ourselves to become as strong and long as we can. We're going to start off with our toes together and our heels apart, and bring our hands down by our sides. The head just looking down towards the floor. I'm going to let the body relax off here. Inhale to prepare, and as I exhale, I'm going to pull these heels in together, drawing in through the inner thighs and the calves, drawing upwards through the pelvic floor, pulling the belly and the bottom in tight, bringing the shoulders back and down, and pressing my arms in towards the sides of my body. As I inhale, I'll relax back down again. Exhale to raise, and inhale to relax. I'm looking for length through the body, not lift. So I want to feel myself extending from the top of the head all the way out through the toes here. And I like to press the hands in because it helps activate these muscles down through the side of the body as well. Make sure you take the time to relax in between each move so you can feel every muscle drawing back in as you come into that dart. We'll do 2 more here. It's up to you to pull the power into this move, so make it really count. Now we're going to hold our dart position. It's going to become the starting point for our next move. We're going to bring our hands round into a W position here, maintaining the dart. Inhale to prepare and exhale to lift the hands up from the floor. Inhale to lower back down again and exhale to lift. I'm holding my dart and I'm letting the full forearm lift evenly from the floor. My belly staying strong. My head and my toes are lengthened away from each other. Pulling the inner thighs in together, holding the bottom and the tummy in tight. 2 more here. And bring the hands down by the side, holding the dart into your side bend. Inhale to prepare, exhale to reach all the way down. Inhale back to the center and exhale to bend to the other side. You're stretching through one side of the body and you're lengthening through, you're shortening through the other. Keep those heels pulled in and keep that tummy strong. Those legs stay completely still because even though I'm side bending, I'm holding the hips in place. We're going to do 1 more to each side. And last one here. And you can relax. Oh. We're going to begin with chest lifts. Pressing the hands in behind the back of the head. Drop the shoulders down and extend the head away. Inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, pull the belly muscles in tight, looking up towards the knees, maintaining that stillness and that space in the lumbar spine. Inhale to return. Exhale to raise. And inhale to return. Keep the pelvis still and the neck lengthened. Press your rib cage down towards your pelvis as you raise up. And inhale to return. Keep the weight light under the feet. And you can raise just until the base of the shoulder blades are still touching the floor. Make sure the head stays lengthened all the time. Those elbows stay wide, just enough for you to be able to see them in the corners of the eyes. And the chest stays open throughout. 1 more here, and then we're going to take this into the oblique chest lift. We exhale to raise and we rotate. And we're going to change from side to side. The elbows stay wide. And the eye line gently follows across the room. My hips stay still and heavy on the mat. and the feet stay light on the floor. There's no change of weight through the hips or through the feet. Exhale to raise and inhale to lower. Keep the pace slow and controlled. And one more here. Bring the head back down and let the hands come down. Make sure those feet are evenly positioned on the floor. Tilt the pelvis under and we're going to roll into our shoulder bridge. Inhale here and exhale to roll back down again. Working on these muscles through the tummy to control the pace and flow of the move. Gentle pelvic floor engagement all the way through this. As you ripple and raise up, you can feel each vertebra touching down onto the floor. And I want that weight to remain even through the big toe, little toe and heel. So as you come into the full height of the shoulder bridge, you feel those knees shooting away from you, lengthening outwards, and the hips straightening and flattening. Exhale to raise, inhale at the top, and exhale to lower back down again. Inhale here. And we'll just progress the last few. Exhale to raise, and inhale to raise the arms. Exhale to lower, and inhale to lower the arms. And one more. And relax. This next move we're going to turn into a bit of a routine. We're going to come into a roll back and then into a shoulder bridge. If you need to use bands for this, then don't let the hands come above the head. Just keep the hands down towards the heels all the time. Inhale to prepare, exhale to roll all the way down, bringing the feet in towards the hips. Inhale here, exhale to raise up. Inhale here, exhale to lower down, bringing the hands above the head and lengthen the legs away. Inhale here and exhale to roll back up, taking that forward lean at the end of the move. And we go again. You can use the bands to assist. Roll all the way up. And as you roll down, take the hands above the head, lengthen the legs away. And you roll up and over. Exhale to roll down. Extend the arms and legs away. And roll all the way up and over. Keep going. Inhale here. Exhale to roll up and over. So the full roll back into your shoulder bridge. Back down again, raising the arms, extend the legs. And roll up and over. We'll do two more. And the last one here. Inhale here, exhale to roll back up and take your forward lean. Well done.